Everybody to an unexpected stream. I ordered this Speed Champion set. This is 76917, the Too Fast, Too Furious Nissan Skyline GTR R34. Ordered this on January 1st at 10 a.m. And Lego told me that it was back ordered until the end of March. So I was a little disappointed by that, but I figured someday when it came in the mail, I'd be all excited. That day happened to be today. What's today? The 14th of January. A 2-month back order turned into a 2-week back order. And it's here with me, and I was not planning to do this, but I can't have this go into the backlog, so I decided that I'm going to build this up here today. And I invite you to join me on that process as we build what is, I think, the greatest Lego Speed Champion set of the year. Welcome, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Get my camera Robbie all set up here. We'll get things figured out as we go. I'll start this off by building Brian, Paul Walker's character in The Fast and Furious. Rest his soul. But he looks good in Lego. And they got the detail on the shirt too. I like that. You guys see it? Yeah, marginally. He looks good. And we have something built. Good afternoon. I can't believe it's afternoon already. Holy smokes. How'd that happen? Thought it was like 10 o'clock. Today's been flying by. But we're going to get into the build. Every day seems to fly by for me. I don't know what it is. I think maybe I just need better time management. That's probably my issue. I don't know. I guess I think things take like 10 minutes and then they take an hour. And I'm just like, oh, it's now 2:30 in the afternoon. That happened. This comes with one of these like kind of like Lego Juniors base things here. If you're not into that style, you might not like Speed Champions too much. Also, I'll give you guys the terrible news. The stickers on stickers on this thing. So we'll be putting all those on, trying to get our perfect applications. Clark and Cody are getting their haircut. Getting their haircuts. They're getting their hair. I think it's still singular. They're getting their haircut. Yeah, I think it actually works better saying you're getting your haircut and their haircut. I'm married to an English teacher, so I try to figure these things out. So while they're gone, I build. Initially, my plan for today was to play Farming Simulator 2022 on my gaming channel. I was like, tomorrow's the day. I'm going to start playing that game. And that's what my stream was going to be while they were gone. But then this came in the mail. And I was like, oh, that looks to me, it said LR on there, which is like Lego's return address. I guess it's like probably like Lego returns or whatever. So I was like, change of plans. We're building Skyline, baby. Julian, thank you for the super chat. He said, excited to get this hopefully next week. Yeah, I got excited when I saw that it came in stock recently. I was like, well, if it's in stock, hopefully they send me mine. I didn't get any kind of notification or anything. But I did. I think I got an email. I just never opened it. It was like a receipt or something. I think it was a receipt for this, since you don't actually pay for a Lego set until it ships to you or until they anticipate it coming to you. So if you do order a set that's back ordered, it's kind of like it's a gift for your future self and also a curse for your future self, because I think that future self has to pay for it then as well. Louise, thank you for being a member for 14 months. Appreciate that. Very, very nice. This car, if you're into Star Wars, you'd like this car because it's a lot of gray pieces, as you can see in front of me here. Or maybe not see in front of me. Let me move this back ever so slightly so you guys can see the whole thing. I should try to make a Lego stop motion. People have mentioned that in the past, and I do not have the patience for that at all. Like, I just can't live that life of taking a photo and then taking a photo and then taking a photo. It'd be mind-bogglingly boring for me. But I love what people come up with, and what it turns out to be is pretty cool. I just can't. Action says, good afternoon. Right now is a good time for the stream. No football on TV for 2 hours. Well, hopefully I'll have this done in 2 hours. I don't know if I'm going to build the whole thing up on the stream, but I'll at least get this first bag done. And then I'll set you free to go do whatever it is that you do in your life, which is probably more exciting than watching a guy build a Lego Speed Champion set, but who knows? Who knows? Janelle says, we have the birdhouse and the bunny set on back order. I got the bunny. I'm still waiting on the birdhouse. When I saw this, I was like, it's either the bunny or it's either the birdhouse or the Skyline. And I was excited that it was this one, as much as I do want that birdhouse. And I'm like kind of shocked by that set, because I really thought that I was the only person that was interested in that. But then when I mention it, a few people are like, yeah, that set's awesome. I'm like, okay. we're on the same page here. It's a good set. I think it is. If you guys haven't looked at the Lego Creator Birdhouse, don't sleep on it. Go take a look at it on Lego's website. I don't know what the back order date is now. Probably out to friggin' June. I was actually surprised to see that was back ordered. I was like, who's buying this set? I was the only person that wanted it. What happened? And I'm not alone. So we'll wait for that one to come. I'll do the same thing. I'll promise you that. Whenever I get that set, someday in the future when it comes in the mail, we'll build it that day. No backlogs around here. This is not the backlog life. Jedi says, I got the birdhouse and bunny too. See, we all have good taste. I have the same taste as some of the women in the chat, which is interesting. What can I say? We all have great taste in Lego. Did you guys get the Skyline though? Probably not. I go all over the place in the world of Lego. I don't cater to one theme. If it's a cool set, I'm down. Even if it's from movies or things that I haven't seen before, I'm just like, okay, that's cool. That's how I was with Harry Potter long before I watched the Harry Potter movies. I don't have this piece in my collection. I have to say it. Jedi has the Skyline too. This is a good set. She said we have great taste. There we go. So this set, what is that piece doing? Oh, that's going to like hold the front bumper on probably. Well, is it? I'll have to figure out what that is. Where the propeller goes on the car, I think. That's what that's used for. Moving on. Don't try to guess what Lego's doing while you're building it. You're just going to be like, I don't know what that is. And that's my favorite thing about building Lego. Sometimes when you are building it and you have no idea like how this is going to work out, that moment when you hit that step and you're just like, oh, that's how it works. That's just such a good feeling. And it's really neat to see the creators or the designer's vision come to life that way. Tyler, welcome, man. Here's my car so far, if you're just tuning in, Tyler. We're building the Skyline GTR R34. Such an awesome car in real life. I would kill to have one of those. I sometimes watch people that live in Japan, and they're easily accessible there, or at least more easily accessible. In fact, YouTube, I think they must know me, because they're like, oh, watch this guy's video. And I'm like, okay. And he's going through like a salvage yard or like an auction lot, and it's literally nothing but Skylines. And I was just like, oh my gosh. Get those things in the United States and you can make some serious money. But I mean, looking at him, like if you saw one of these cars in real life, you wouldn't think too much of it. His car actually looks really good though. You can probably see it there in the back a little bit. It's pretty cool. But yeah, I don't know if they nailed it with the Lego set, but we'll find out as we build it. Janelle says her grandson wants a second bunny to make one of the alternate builds. That's Clark, man. He likes the alternate builds from that set. I started that set, actually. Clark was working on the Warden set, which he has one bag left to build. He started working on that this week. And there's one bag left. And I was working on the bunny a little bit. I didn't get very far because I only put a few minutes into it. I thought about streaming that, but I don't think anyone's interested in the bunny set. But I said that about the birdhouse too, and I was wrong. So let me know in the chat if you guys would like to see me stream the bunny, the white rabbit, I think is what it's called, because I'll stream that too. There's a little bit left to build, because was that a $20 set? Can't remember how many pieces that is. I think it's a smaller set than what this is, personally. Jolene says building the Mercedes AMG Project 1 while watching. That's cool. Is that one of the ones that came out this year? Because I didn't get the Mercedes from last year, so I don't know what those models were called in that one. But I think I need to go back in time. Not a huge fan of this year's Speed Champion sets, to be honest with you. This may be the only one that I get. Of the ones that I've seen so far, I think this might be my only Speed Champion set. I do have some from last year and previous years that I have yet to build, so that's good. But I don't know. I just don't like the cars this year. And that's weird for me because, it's 258. This is 319, so pretty close. 70 pieces off. I don't know. I don't know what it's about this year's cars. Nothing like really calls out to me like they did last year. So we'll see what to come up with. 20% off deals sometimes entice me into, it's from last year, sometimes entice me to pull the trigger on things that I wasn't instantly on with. What's the it's the Guardians set that everyone tells me to get, or is it Guardians? It's a Marvel set that came out this year. I can't even remember what it is, but everyone's like, hey, you should go take a look at that when I made my video about what sets I want. So I might have some more purchasing to do, but I'm pretty set so far. I'm still waiting for like some type of great promo or something to happen with the Jazz Club. I like that way more than the Flesh Palace that they put out last year that I'll never buy. But if they give me like a really good gift purchase or like a double VIP, maybe I would be inclined. One thing about Speed Champion sets this year is that they're getting a little pricey, boys. This set right here is $25. It's 319 pieces. But I want to say that Speed Champion sets, like single cars, like the Supra, I want to say were $15 before. The Quinjet, I think that's the one that everyone's telling me I need to get. They're saying it's like the greatest set of all time, supposedly. This should have, like, at one point would have been a $15 car. What was the Supra last year? Or any of them? How much was the Ferrari? How much was the Lotus? How much were those sets? Were they 20? Maybe I'm off my rocker. I feel like Speed Champions prices went zoop. Or it might be the Fast and Furious tax. I don't know. But that's an expensive single car in Lego. How many pieces was the ice cream van thing? Let me go see how many pieces that was. Oh, well, Sugar Shack. That was $194. 194 pieces for $20. This actually is starting to seem like a better deal. Oh, they were $20 last year. So we're just paying the $5 Fast and Furious tax. Or maybe the $5 Lego raise their prices tax. Maybe it was just in my mind that I was paying $16 or $15 for these. It could have been the 20% off that I was doing. That's probably how I was getting them cheap. That's my price point, though. Like this, to me, $15 to $20 maybe. I think 25's pushing it. I'm surprised they didn't go 30, to be honest with you. Because they could. And as you can see, like this going out of stock on day one, they probably could have pushed the price a little bit more. Don't tell them I said that, though. We don't need them finding this out. So, yeah. You gotta pick your battles, I guess, with Lego. If you're really passionate about something, or if there's something you really like, you pay it. And if you're not super passionate about it, let it go on sale, and then it'll come around to you. Hopefully, one of those days. I always check for Lego deals. I got to do a better job this year of posting Lego deals on my community page, because I always I share them on our Discord. But then I don't post them. And sometimes they can help people. And they're like, oh, crap, I needed that. So I'll try to do a better job of that this year. If I see a deal pop up, I'll post it on as a community post. One thing I like about Lego this year, they're getting real comfortable doing these 1x5 plates. It's kind of neat. That didn't exist when I was a kid. What do I think of the Series 23 blind bag minifigs? Are you talking about Series 24, I'm assuming? Because I have all of Series 23 here. They came out last year. I'm assuming you're talking about this year's. I think I like 6 of them out of the 12. So I don't know if it's enough to justify getting the entire box, but I could be persuaded into it probably. When did the Speed Champions Charger release? Because I have never seen that on sale. That came out last year, I think. Sometime last year. I didn't buy that one. I wasn't stoked about that. I have the Ghost Rider car, which is kind of similar to that. I also have Dom's Charger in Technic, which ultimately probably won't look nearly as good as the one that's Speed Champions, but I still have to build it. I remember rushing out to Walmart to get that for $80. And it still sits in the backlog. I'm terrible. I need to be streaming and building all the time, I think. I could get a lot accomplished. Again, I don't know where the time goes. I was actually thinking about this week. Thinking about getting an app that tracks what you're doing. Like I have to input maybe every hour how I'm spending my time. I think I would get more conscious of it, in the same way that when you weigh in every day, if you're trying to lose weight, you weigh in, you're like, oh shoot, I probably shouldn't have eaten that entire pie yesterday because I just gained 20 pounds. In the same way, it's like, oh, I just spent an hour watching YouTube videos or something. And you're like, well, maybe I should use my time differently. You have some duplicated Speed Champion sets if you want them. Put those bad boys on eBay, or better yet, sit on them for a bit, then put them on eBay and make a pile of money. If you look up older Speed Champion sets, they can go for some serious money. So hold those as investments and see what you can turn them into. Don't open them up. Where do I sell my Lego investments? eBay. I haven't sold. I don't invest in Lego to sell. Actually, I everything that I buy because I'm passionate about it and I want it as a part of my collection. So I don't really do that. But eBay, I don't know if I'd recommend eBay because they do take 14% or something like that. And I think Ronnie was saying Bricklink takes like 6%. So assuming that the prices settle about the same place, I would probably sell them on Bricklink, but I don't typically sell Lego. I buy to build, buy to collect, much to the detriment of any space that I have in this house. Check out the back of this baby. The exhaust is on there. That's pretty cool. And we don't have to put stickers on these fenders. I consider that a massive win. Danny says he's still waiting on them to restock the set. It came in stock like this week sometime. I don't know for how long. Zero says, I went to Walmart. They had 4 of the Speed Champions, and I grabbed 2 of the new battle packs and TIE Bomber instead. Went back, and all the Speed Champions were gone. They had this one. Someone was telling me in the Discord that this is selling for like 2 or 3 times its price on eBay. Somebody could cross-check that and verify. It's 76917. Go to sold listings and see what this thing's selling for on eBay out of curiosity. I probably shouldn't even opened it. I should have just put this bad boy on eBay and been done with it, right? Then get it later when it's on sale, when all the hype dies off. That would have been the smart move, but I was too excited about it. Again, I'm more of a collector than an investor when it comes to Lego stuff. Some of my collection is unintentionally turned into investments because I don't build it when it's out, and then later, like, I have the brick bank that's still sealed, and there's no way that I could ever build that now because it's worth more to someone else than it is to me. So I will probably sell that eventually. When, I don't know, but it's hard to sell something that's like, you bought a set for, say, $150 and it's worth $500 right now, as an example. I don't know if that's the case with it, but you look at that set and you're like, am I going to get $500 of enjoyment out of this thing? And sometimes the answer is yes. And sometimes the answer is no. And for some of those, it's selling for 30 to 40. That's worth buying. By the time eBay takes their grab off of it, it's already gone. Hit me up on that bank. No. I said I'll sell it someday. I know that the vultures are going to come circling around, right? Maybe someday. Right now it sits. I'll wait until it hits a crazy high number, and then I'll part with it. What else do I have? I have the modular corner garage that I have yet to build. I have Assembly Square I have yet to build. I have the Parisian restaurant I have yet to build. It's so bad. I still have half of Ninjago City Gardens that's not built. I'm ashamed. Lots of money just sitting around not doing anything. I should have taken all that money. Oh, it would be interesting. Like, I should go back to the date that I bought Assembly Square, for example, and see what that's worth today versus what that money be worth if I invested in like an ETF that includes like the entire stock market. Want to trade something for the Ecto 1 set? No. Nope. That's a keeper for me. None of my sets are for sale. Get out of here. Get out of here. It's like the seagulls at the ocean when you spill a little bag of chips or something. They come flying in from all over the place. Foxy says, I never had a Technic set. They are long builds because I hate shorter builds because you sit down for 10 minutes and the whole fun is over. But yeah, get the Lamborghini. That'll keep you busy for a while. I built 1 bag of the Bugatti over like 16 weeks, I think. That'll keep you busy for a bit. If you want to stay busy with Lego, it's going to cost you, unfortunately. It gets a little pricey because it means you have to spend more money. I mean, look at me with this build. Or you could just be a slower builder. That's worked for me. I'm probably one of the slowest builders you've ever seen. It doesn't help that I spend half my time just chatting with people on YouTube while I'm doing it. But if you become a slow builder, you get more bang for your buck in the world of Lego. Pro tips, life hacks. I don't think Ninjago City Gardens is enough to finish it. Is it too big? I think you don't like Ninjago City Gardens enough to finish it. Is it too big? No, it's just it's a time investment. My time's better spent doing things other than building Ninjago City Gardens. And that's something you kind of run into when you are self-employed. I look at it like, I could be editing a video, or I could be working on a bag of that set, right? Or I could be filming something, or whatever the case is. It's just not a good use of my time. I guess I could make a Brickitect video on it, which would be somewhat justifiable. I'll get around to it. A part of it was I was planning to live stream the whole thing, and Clarkman was going to be a part of it too, but he kind of lost interest in it because it is a low payout set. This is a high payout set. You build 2 bags of this, the set's done. You get to look at it, enjoy it, swoosh it, whatever you're going to do. I love how they did these taillights on here. That's really cool. Check that out. Isn't that neat? Hey, Shy, welcome, man. Clarkman and Cody are getting their hair cut, is where they're at. Jedi says, I thought I'd sold my house and took apart all my sets. House sale fell through, so now I have years and years worth of Lego to rebuild. Joy! There you go. That's a good way of looking at it. Taking a negative and making it a positive. Look at all this Lego that I now have to build. And speaking of positives, look at the 2 stickers that I get to put onto this set. How exciting. Let's try to hope for some good applications here. Number 20, going on, it's a Toyo Tire logo. Going on to, like, right between those 2 taillights that I just showed you. I love the way they did those. That's the thing about building Lego sets that I think is the coolest, is sometimes you'll see something that a designer did that you're like, I would have never thought of doing that. We got another one coming on. I'll show you my application here in just a second. You can rate me out of 1 to 10. I'm feeling good on both of these applications, though. There we go. Take a gander. Throw your rating out. Devin, I don't share my eBay store because I don't want people to go over there intentionally buying stuff just to give me negative feedback. But I don't have any Lego on there, so. Shoo! Get out of here. Do Technic sets feel like Lego? Just go buy one. Find out for yourself. It's not like this. It's not bricks. It's a little bit of a different experience. Go buy a $5 Technic set. Well, you probably can't buy a $13 Technic set. See what it's like. See if you like it. The gateway drug of Lego Technic. Just go buy one. And there you go. All your questions will be answered. Do you like it? You'll find out. And if you don't have much to lose. Part it out, put the pieces in your collection, and use it for something else. I'm sure if you've built Lego sets before, so many Lego sets have Technic elements in them. I'm sure you've had some experience with Technic at some point along the way. Like, it's almost impossible to have built a Lego set. Even this set has Technic. Look, Lego Technic right there. Does that feel like regular Lego? Yeah, it does. Because it is. This set has way too much stickers. Yeah, that's Speed Champion's life. You're going to have a lot of stickers. There are, what's the highest number on here? 22. 22 individual stickers on a set that's 319 pieces. So you're averaging about 1 sticker every 15 pieces. If you can endure that, if you can survive it, which you can, it'll be no problem. If that's too much for you, which it may be, leave them off. They're optional. There was one, I forget what Technic set I built, that I just was like, nah, not going to put the stickers on. And it actually, I thought it looked better without the stickers. It was one of the, I don't know if it was a Porsche or a Lambo. I don't even know. But I left them off, and I have zero regrets for doing that because the car actually looked a lot cleaner without them. This car, though, it's a movie car. And you could build this without all the fancy stuff. Although it would look a little weird because they went ahead and put the fender stickers on for you. So you're going to have that graphic detail on the side. So you might as well just go ahead and do the rest of them as well. You might as well just pull them all out of there. So we're doing 17 and 18 on this side. I think this is going to be on like the back rear quarter panel. And then we'll continue stickering. Living the sticker life. I sometimes, like, I find stickers kind of therapeutic. They cause me a little bit of stress because I do want them to look really good. That's why now that Clarkman's kind of doing stickers, I like him to do it because even if they look bad, it's not like I did it. So I don't feel like, oh, Clark did a nice job doing that. But if it was me, I'd been like, oh, could have done a little better. Here's what the back looks like. It's kind of like it's like a zebra. Am I getting the Jazz Club? Yeah, eventually. I'm waiting for a gift with purchase. or like a promo to come with it. I was hoping for like an exclusive promo or something. I already got the Blacktron thing with all the other stuff that Clark and I wanted, so I didn't really worry too much about. Did I already do this? I already did both sides. Interesting. I guess I just did both unintentionally. We got the Blacktron thing, so I only really need one of those. So I'll wait for the next gift with purchase, and maybe there'll be something that comes along that entices me to get it. But there's really no reason for me to rush out, as evidenced by all the other modulars that I have that are just chilling. I've got a lot of big sets that need built, and I think a large part of it might just be me sitting down and doing it. You know, maybe put a movie on or a show. I could get through a whole bunch of stuff. My sticker application face. Get through a whole bunch of stuff just building Lego sets. Multitasking, if you will. And then I can make videos about the stuff that I completed. Today I built. Could be a pretty cool thing, I think. Monster says, I just ordered mine as I'm watching you build. You ordered this set? What was the back order time? What were they calling for on this? Is it still 60 days out, or did they condense that down a little bit? Because something happened. I do appreciate Lego being like, hey, here's the terrible news. You're not going to get the set until March, but then they pleasantly surprise you and they're like, actually, it's here. It's here right now, 2 weeks later. I kind of like that. You want to give people, you don't want to say it's going to be 2 weeks and then take a month, because then people get upset. They start questioning you. They start getting angry. But if you tell them 3 months and it's 2 weeks, people are like, wow, Lego. Nice work. Thank you for the awesome service. So the only back-ordered set that I still have is the birdhouse, which I'm anxiously awaiting. I think it's going to be a banger. It's kind of funny that of all the 2023 sets, I personally like. I guess I won't go that far. I was going to say, if I saw the birdhouse and if I saw the jazz club sitting on a shelf and someone told me to pick one, I would pick the birdhouse. But if they were free, I would pick the jazz club for sure. Can you build with me? Virtually, I suppose. Go get a Lego set or get some Lego pieces and you can build while you're watching this. That's about as close as we're probably going to get. Unless we go to a Lego convention this year and I'm building something there, then we could probably build something together. That's what I should do with these modulars. I'll bring them with me to a convention and ask people that stop by to build. Put you to work. That's how you win. Hey, build this modular for me. I probably have all kinds of volunteers, right? I'm ignoring the chat. No, I'm probably just ignoring you. I think I will, actually. Ignore him more. Imagine saying I'm ignoring the chat when I'm actively answering a question about the chat. Just like, I just can't even, dude. I've lost faith in the future of future generations. Hopefully the silent ones are out there. They can save us. Can they save us? I don't know. Where should I buy minifigs like a Clockwork Robot or Series 14 minifig monster? Probably, we can check eBay or Bricklink. Those are your two best options. Bricklink probably going to be the easiest one for you. You can really just go right down through the list and get the cheapest one. And you might find a seller that has other things you want, which I would recommend, because then you can take advantage of the shipping situation. Because the shipping on Bricklink is what kills it for me. Like I need 3 pieces that cost 15 cents, right? But then the person on Bricklink, the seller, is like, well, shipping's $4.95, shipping and handling. And I'm like, can you just put it in an envelope and put a stamp on it? Can you just put a stamp on it? But you know, that's this person's time and energy and effort. And that's why I would never want to be a Bricklink seller, because like, can you imagine like all the work you have to do and with inventorying, parting stuff out, putting the stuff away, then someone places an order, you got to go through, pick all the little pieces out that they want, and then you package it up, you send it out, and you make 63 cents. It's just not worth it. Unless you just truly love inventorying Lego as a hobby, that's the only way that I could ever see being a Bricklink seller. Like me personally, I know people do it and they love it. People do it on massive scales, but there's just no, like there's so many other ways to make money that I think would be so much better than being a Bricklink seller. But to each his own, you know? I'd be like, here's why do Bricklink? I don't know. I guess I'd have to see somebody's numbers on it. Like, I need to see how much time have you invested into it and how much money have you made. Like, it's easy to see, like, okay, I bought this set for $12. I parted it out and I made $65. Great. How much time did you spend? Going to the store, shopping for it, parting it out, packing the order. What's the time investment? Because if you find out that you're only making $3 an hour on your Bricklink store, it's not worth it. Again, unless it's a hobby. If you really just thoroughly enjoy that process, absolutely worth it. But if you're doing something as a business and you're like, man, this is going to be my new 9 to 5, you could do so much better elsewhere, I think. Action says, I have one unbuilt set, but it's not getting built until next Christmas time. That's brutal, man. That's a long time away. Brutal. Tyler says I should bring Ninjago City Gardens to a convention for people to finish for you. Good luck getting it back, though. Yeah, that's the thing. Especially if we fly. Just throw it in the check bag. That would be a good video, actually. Packing a built Lego set. Has to be something kind of fragile. Packing a built Lego set into a checked bag and having it go through the airline system. What does it look like when you get it back? That would be a fun video to do. That's like one of those videos that people would watch and it would have like a couple million views probably. Jedi says, I'm a teacher. $3 an hour sounds good. Yeah, you don't have to deal with the kids either, right? Trade your teaching job. I mean, I've seen posts like that, like no joke. Like people making more money bartending than being a teacher. Like teachers just quit to be a bartender because you can make more money off of tips and stuff. That's just wild, isn't it? Luckily for us in Pennsylvania, the teachers union is pretty strong, so Cody does pretty well. So I'm thankful for that. But man, there's some states. I think Oklahoma might be the worst one. Like the teacher's salary after going to college and everything is probably about what you'd make working at Walmart full time. Zero says LifeBrick does some really good vids on Bricklink and running shop. Yeah, like I said, I know a Pop's Block Shop is another one that I've seen before. I really like his style where he just kind of takes you through the whole process. It's fun to watch, just not for me. In the same way that, you know, people mention about doing stop motions, not for me either. People have different styles, different aptitudes for things, and that's not one for me. Ghost says I'm working on the Sanctum Sanctorum second floor. That's pretty cool. I saw a guy when we were in Hamleys. I saw a guy buying that there. He probably paid like 30% over MSRP on it. But I felt like really proud of him for having it in his hand. Like, he was an older guy too. I don't know if he's getting it for his kid or if it was for him. But I just watching him walk through the store with it and I was like, oh man. It was like right when it came out, I feel like. Zero says he really enjoyed the toilet build. And I was sitting on the toilet. Oh great. Thanks. TMI, bro. This is where this stream's going, right into the toilet. I don't think it's too bad for having the pieces that I had to work with. Pretty much all of it was determined by the roundness of that front. If you don't have that, it's really hard to make a toilet. But I did that. I actually make mocks. I can actually build things on my own, surprisingly. That's my favorite part of Lego. Like, this is fun, building someone else's creation. And again, I see things here where they're like, you know, that's a cool way that the designer built that. But ultimately, I think being creative in Lego is way more fun. We got another sticker here. Number 8. Make sure we put this on the right way. Top 22 stickers of... Oh, that'd be a funny video too. Top 22 stickers of the Skyline GTR. Number 8. That would not go viral, I don't think. I don't like these long stickers. They cause confusion and delay. There we go. Not bad application. Glad you guys like the toilet video. For some reason, my mock videos don't do great. I think it's because I have an audience that's hell-bent on just watching people buy things whether they're shopping at a store or getting hauls, but it's all about like consuming and being a consumer and like acquiring things. And that's fine because, I mean, we have hundreds of videos of us buying Lego, so that's what you'd expect, right? So when you make something creative like that, and admittedly it's not like I built the UCS toilet or like anything incredible. When I make something like that, that audience tends to be less interested in something like that. They would much rather see me. In fact, I did it today. They would rather see me do this. This is what my audience truly wants. I have a box. There's a box inside here. It's a box of Lego and it's a skyline. Thanks for watching. That's the value that people want in my videos. For some reason, it boggles my mind. And again, just like the kid that was in here earlier saying like, Greg's ignoring the chat. It's like, I expect so much better. I don't know why that is. It makes me sad about the future of humanity. When people would rather see you sit here and open a box with a box inside of it than see you like share something that is unique to you, something that you put time and effort into, and something that like that you're proud of that you want to share to the world. It's frustrating. But I can't complain because it's an honor to have people that are actually interested in watching my videos. And if people want to see me open a box, I'll have lots of fun opening boxes, right? I think that's the case. Jedi says they're living vicariously through you, and I think that's sort of what it is. The problem with that is it's the wrong message. It's not the message that I necessarily want to put out there. Like, you may enjoy watching someone go to a Lego store and buying thousands of dollars worth of stuff, and you're like, you have a couple reactions from that. And I think the most common one is, I wish I could do that. I imagine that's probably what a lot of kids would think. I wish I could go spend $1,000 on a brand new Lego set, or I wish I could have all of those things. And maybe at the end of that, like, you feel good for the person that bought it, but I think ultimately you end up feeling worse about yourself because you're like, well, shoot, my family doesn't have that kind of money. I don't do Lego for a job. I'm 12 years old. I have these few pieces that I have here. What I'd rather show is, hey, you have those few pieces here. Look what I did with a few pieces. You want to make a Lego toilet? You can make a Lego toilet with that. I feel like that's so much more motivational and so much more positive and what I'd rather see in the world than opening a box and making someone live vicariously through being a consumer. That's just me, though. I will say that I'm very much on the unpopular side of that, because if you go through YouTube, you're going to see a lot more videos of people like living a consumer lifestyle than you will see people being creative. I guess that's just the way it is. Time to accept it, I suppose. If you can't beat them, join them. Welcome to Greg's Hall channel. Action says, mail time videos on the other channels aren't really my thing. It's 20 minutes. Oh, that's awesome. Thank you. Yeah, I'm kind of glad I completely put a stop to mail time, and it's probably the best thing that I've done. Because we were just getting so much stuff and we really don't need any more stuff. So instead I was like, how about instead of you sending me something, I send you something. And I sent out a ton of stickers to people. All these Brickitect stickers. And we even got stuff in the mail when I was sending stickers. People would send us stickers as like a trade, and that was kind of cool. And we got letters and stuff. But that chapter, I'm glad, was like, it's over, because Clark's room is literally full of mail time stuff. A big reason the backlog's as big as it is because of mail time stuff. Our minifig, like, there are positives. Like, our minifig bin is popping, and Clarkman is always going in there building custom stuff. So it's pretty cool. And it was like a nice chapter, but man, I'm ready to move on. And this is what I want to do instead. But here is bag one. You guys want to do bag two? You with me? We gonna do bag two, or we just cutting it here? Who's with me for bag two? So we got two routes we could take. We could just wrap it. You guys can come back and see the video of it done. Or we could keep working. I'll keep working for at least a little bit. How long have we been streaming this bad boy? How long are we into this? How deep? 38 minutes. Not bad. Let's go for like an hour. I'll stream until I get bored of you guys. Then I'm moving on. Keep me entertained, you sons of biscuits. Show me your hauls. I need to be entertained. The rims on this, fire. All right, you guys want to go bag two? Let's freaking do it. I don't think anyone was saying, just wrap it up. Let's go. Let's go bag 2. I did a really nice job sorting this out before the stream started. I'm going to do that again because it saves a massive amount of time if you get your pieces somewhat sorted. I used to just go in and I'd be like, phew. So let's do it. You guys want to see the sort? Let's get you in here. Get you in there for the sort. Sort life, baby. As I've insulted your taste in Lego videos, you holotectors. Let's, oh, you guys are falling forward. I might have to, we got to move you out a little bit. There we go. You guys want to see the sort. Audio might have got a little doinked there because I have a microphone on here. Maybe not at all. Who knows? So I'm kind of behind it a little bit. You're getting all the echo from it. Here's our tires. I don't know what you want to see when you watch a Lego stream. I guess, like, maybe, do you want to see the build? Or does the build not really matter? Would you rather see the person that's talking? I try to show the best of everything. But this is what it would be if we just had the piece cam. We'll put our tires off to the end. That's going to be a last minute thing. We'll get our rims. Look at those rims, boys. Isn't that beautiful? Where did I get the drawer for my Lego Technic? Or for my Lego? Oh, these are from Walmart. The ones that are in front of me here. These are Sterilite bins. You can find those at Walmart or Walmart.com. Walmart or Walmart.com. They're not even paying me like they would Ryan Store Review when they say that. Here's the windshield. Interesting mold there, boys. Okay, and girls. Don't want to leave you out. Let's get all these gray pieces out of here. All of this is gray. I like these. I've been getting a lot of these lately. I like the half circles too. We got a Statue of Liberty face. Nice. Beautiful rims, yes. Oh, is that the rear window? Yeah, that's the rear window. It's interesting. There's the front. There's the rear. Very cool. What do you guys like? Piece cam or do you like face cam? Piece cam or face cam? Leave your comment in the chat. Hey, we got another printed piece too. Oh, always appreciated. Here's my sticker sheet, by the way. We got a good amount off. Those are doozies. Actually, we don't have a good amount off. I think we're well over half left. This is going to be the one that we really start putting down the sticker operation. You guys are going to suffer through it with me. You've got no choice. Bag 2. You asked for it. It's happening. We even got some pink flowers in here. You would not expect that. That's a little Easter egg of sorts. How about that? Face cam. Okay, you got it. You got it, boss. There's some Technic. I know we had people ask about Technic earlier. More Technic. Does it feel like regular Lego? Yes. It feels just as plasticky as regular Lego. We've got a lot of like the chrome pieces here too. Always nice to see. Couple light trans blue plates. Look at me coming up with all these Lego terms. I can't be stopped. Okay. I'd say that's pretty good. I might want to go through and sort the gray ever so slightly. Nah, frig it. I'll dig. Should I dig or sort? Dig or sort? Dig or sort? No frog in this. Doesn't have a Lego frog. Nope. How could they forget the frog in Fast and Furious? It was one of the best characters. Let's just kind of do one of these. I'm gonna move Brian over here. If you're just tuning in, I'm working on this set right here. It's the Skyline. I got it in the mail today. I wasn't expecting it for months, according to Lego, but then it came to me. And it's an exciting day, so I decided that I was going to build it. I decided I was going to stream it. And that's where we find ourselves in this moment, going into bag 2 of a 2-bag build with many stickers, lots of adversity ahead of us. This should be quite a dramatic finish to this set. Will we stay live long enough to finish it, though? That's the real question. A question that remains to be answered. We'll see how it goes. I might shark you guys at the very end. I'm just going to be like, all right, see ya. That's Clark. Clark did a stream this morning. Clark has a channel, by the way. He did a Minecraft stream this morning. And he had to leave to get his haircut. And he just was like, okay, guys, I got to get my hair cut. He just sets the controller down and walks away. I'm like, you know, you can go out a little more graciously than that, buddy. You know, you like say, hey, everybody, thanks for watching the stream. It was really fun chatting with you while I build a Minecraft restaurant. And I have to leave now, so we're going to go get a haircut. But I'll see you in the next stream. No, he's just like, I'm out. We're going. Okay. Let's get back to it, boys. I don't know how I had the camera set up, but you'll have to tell me if it's good. Welcome to the stream, Brian. Welcome. Okay. D. Spiegel says, I looked and my birdhouse is currently in warehouse. You might be in the same boat. What? That would be glorious. Imagine next weekend we build the birdhouse. I could live with that. That'd be a good life to have. All right, let's go into bag 2. Is this... Here we go. Okay. Are we good? Let me check my camera. I have a delay here, so I can't see if my camera actually works. You can see the bottom of my face. You know, we'll eventually get this one of these days. Have you ever considered doing a build of your car in Speed Champions style? I feel like that would be a fun mock. Man, my new car would be awesome in Speed Champions. I think I should make that happen. I was going to do the old Subaru, but the new one is like, it would look so much cooler. I want to make that a thing. What's Clark's YouTube channel? Look up Clarkman1215. We're trying to get him to 1,000 subscribers. He's got like 300 and some right now. He's going to have his channel monetized this year probably, which is just crazy. He'll probably end up having more subscribers than Greg's World at some point. And I talk about this on Missing Pieces, which if you guys didn't know, this is my time to sell myself. This is an advertisement at this point. Missing Pieces still exists. Some of you old school peeps probably remember my podcast, Missing Pieces, which was on this channel. It's now on its own channel. It's called Greg's World Podcast. And you can go listen to it. It comes out every Sunday. I do an episode, just like always, just like I used to. And you can listen to like the behind the scenes, what's going on in the life. And I talk about that extensively. So I won't talk about it here. But if you want to hear all about Clark's channel and like my thoughts on him having a channel and what I think could come of that, you can find it at Greg's World Podcast. Wario said, Greg, I'm going to rickroll you. I'm going to put you in timeout. Good luck. 8-year-olds. They're fun to mess with. Here's my car, by the way, if you're curious what it looks like so far. The back end of it, looking absolute heat. That's all I got to say. Thank you. Thanks for attending my TED Talk. We're on step 63, by the way. Cranking our way through this lovely build. We got a little bit of a roll cage of sorts in there. And after this next piece, we've got our first sticker of bag 2. It's on a slope. Looks like it's the, sugar balls. We got 2 of them. We got 15 and 16 to put on. But every sticker that we take off of here is another sticker that we don't have to put back on. He needs to give kids financial advice? Who, Clark Man or me? I love giving financial advice. I'd consider it to be one of my passions. It's surprisingly one of those things that schools really don't focus on at all. Like I think personally, I think a personal finance course would be so beneficial to high school seniors. Like, this is how a checking account works. This is how to write a check. This is how a credit card works. This is why you don't want to run up your credit cards. And you can see like the cost of that. There'd be so much learned. This is how a mortgage works. This is how you sign a rental agreement. This is what you look for in a lease. Like there's so much that could be taught. Instead, we spend it on what? What? I can't even understand that. I tried. Jedi says I totally agree. One of the other adults here totally agrees. I don't know how it is in other countries, but there's just like a disregard for any kind of financial talk. I don't know if it's because it's a taboo topic, but we kind of send these people out into the world with no preparation for how finances work. And a lot of people end up learning the hard way that you make a lot of mistakes in life, that maybe a course when you were 18 years old or 17 years old could have saved you thousands of dollars and many years of turmoil in your life that just was never done. Oh, those flowers are for the NOS. Sick. Action says rich people don't want schools to teach that. It's less profitable. That's true. Yeah, you want people, there's the NOS, by the way. Not to get political or anything, but you, as a politician, you typically want people to be uneducated. You want them just to, smile and wave, go to their job every day, do what they're supposed to do. Don't break any laws and pay your taxes and buy stuff. That's how the world works. That's how all the gears keep moving. When people get educated, people start questioning things. And people in power typically don't like it when things begin to get questioned, no matter what political affiliation you're with. Because typically people in power like to keep that power, right? You don't like to give that up, and you don't want anything to threaten that. And what threatens that is educated people. So we'll keep them dumb. Which is why some states, we talked about teachers' pay, which is why some states don't have much of a budget for education. Because they like to keep them the way that they are. Just my theory, though. Could be based on actual events. We'll see how it pans out as time goes by. I was actually talking to Cody about that this morning. And this conversation, like I apologize if you're like 10 years old and you just want to see a guy build a Lego set. This conversation is probably going to take a turn more towards the adult. So have a great rest of your day. But I was talking about how few inventions we've seen in like our adult lives. Like if you think about the last like 20 years of technology, we've seen, I guess like the greatest invention would probably be the smartphone. Like the iPhone really like took us to another level. And then I guess social media is the other like invention of the 21st century that has really changed the way that we act and behave in our lifestyle. But outside of that, and I guess maybe electric cars, but outside of that, what have we seen in the last 20 years that have really like propelled our life to the next level? Like when you watch Back to the Future in 2015, they've got self-lacing shoes, flying cars, all this stuff. Like maybe I'm just missing it. Like what have we seen in like the last 20 years that's been like, wow, that invention changed everything. Like a dishwasher changed everything. You don't have to wash dishes anymore, or a washing machine, for example, like kind of similar things. Like you think about all these inventions that happened throughout history. Now you see none. Maybe AI. God, that might be our last invention. Cody seems to think that it's because people are just complacent. People are on their devices. They're just happy, clicking away, looking at videos, watching people build Lego sets on live streams, that they're not bored enough to sit and think like, what is my life missing? That's usually where inventions come from. You're like, what's the thing in my life that I really wish I have that I don't have? And when you're just sitting there door dashing food and watching TikTok, you tend not to think about those things. You're just there. You're just existing, getting advertised on or to. And I think maybe she's onto something there. Maybe that's the reason we're just going to be kind of stagnant for a bit. It's like the modern Middle Ages where nothing gets invented, nothing happens anymore. Now that I've lost you all on such deep topics, I'll settle my case. Why didn't the kids leave? They stayed. How'd you like that, kids? Let me know if you ever see another Lego live stream that talks about any of the topics that I talk about. I would sub. I would turn notifications on that. Because we could sit and talk about this set. Wait, do I have these? It's so hard to see. No, I think I have this upside down. We could talk about Lego all day and be bored to tears. Or we could talk about stuff like that. That's the stuff that I like. Okay. Maybe you could leave a Lego stream with, I'll get you next time. Oh, you waited your 5 minutes to come back. The usual thing with timeouts is a timeout lasts 5 minutes and is typically longer than the attention span of the person you time out. So a timeout essentially becomes like a short-term block because they leave. They go, they go back to watching whatever it is that they were doing before. So timeouts are very effective for taking care of people, that unsavory folks in the chat. Oh, he got taken out again. What? He got him. Wow, that was aggressive. But let's see if he sticks around for another 5 minutes. This will be fun to see. It's an effective tool. Okay, Xenix appreciated it. As 12 years old, I appreciate you sticking through it because you had ample opportunity to be like, nah, I'm out. So it's good to see, man. I guess I can't have assumptions of all people because there are kids that are just super impressive. I'm hoping to help Clark become one of those kids. Like sometimes talking to younger kids is like actually talking to like a full-grown adult. Sometimes even more impressive. And that's always awesome to see. And usually like what I've discovered from talking to those type of people, it usually depends on the parents. Parents play a big role in people's lives more than you'd think. And it's sad to see some kids that don't quite have the home life that would encourage them to be all they can be. Just like the army, I guess. Inventions are hard, Stephen. I agree. Like it's hard just to be like when you don't even know what you're missing out on. How about something that helps humans fly? Not an airplane, but like a personal flight device. That'd be cool. Red Bull, it gives you wings. That's not what I'm drinking. I'm drinking one of these Wegmans 0 vitamin-fused waters. 0 calories. And it's got all of your vitamins for the day in it, for the most part. Well, only 25% of your vitamin A and 70% of your vitamin C, but everything else 100%. 2 birds, 1 stone. Anyone have the nose in the corner timeouts as a kid? It's like you put the dunce hat on. That wasn't a thing when I was in school, but I remember like anyone hear of the dunce, like a dunce hat? It's like a very old school thing. It looks like a witch's hat, and you have to go sit in the corner and think about what you've done for being a bad kid. Not a thing anymore. I'm pretty sure if you put a kid in timeout these days, like the kid would probably revolt and probably get their parents involved, and then the parents would come in and defend the kid, and the school would probably get sued, have like a lawsuit against them. It'd probably be something like that. That's something else that's changed. And again, speaking to the older audience here. Back in my day, it's when you know you're old and you say that. I never realized you could like disobey your teachers and get away with it. I didn't realize that was a thing. Like you could just say no. Like you could just say no. But apparently you can. Kids today take advantage of that. So somehow, like my generation, like we didn't realize that. We just did things and weren't really problematic. Sticker time. I'm glad you guys are enjoying the streams. Thanks, Kevin. He says, live streams are great to watch while building my own sets. I like that. Multitask. Probably something to do around your place. What I would need to do is probably clean up some things. That's what I'd be doing. Just trying to get rid of... Oh, here we go. We got a big sticker. Little problematic on the coloring of these grays. Aren't quite to the same color. A little bit warmer than what the pieces are. The prints are. So... it's going to look a little off. Speaking of being a little off, I didn't like that application. We aborted. Okay. Much happier with that. Right door. Left door, actually. On. Like it. Let me put another piece in this. I'll show you what it looks like on the car. Show it on car. Jedi says, shh, don't tell them. Oh, yeah. That's like me talking about how Disney could raise their prices and totally get away with it. You don't want to tell people things that they should know. Dangerous. If you disobey your teacher while learning remotely, do they ban you? Probably not. They put you in timeout. That would be funny. I don't know what they do. Okay, I got to show this to you. I'm not thrilled with the color. I don't know if it shows on camera. It actually looks really good on camera. It's that door print or door sticker is a little off, but it still looks pretty cool. I'm kind of digging it. Oh, sorry. Knocked you guys off the table. Literally. Sticker gang. Oh man, I don't know if I want to be in the sticker gang. That's a gang of deplorable people in there. But I guess I'm there. We still have some left. I don't know how many are left. I don't want to count because it might just be terrible news to find out that you still have 8 stickers left out of 22, which is probably about what I have. Yeah, right around that. We'll get through this, though. We will survive. Xenix says, I like those blue pieces on your Lego Fast and Furious car because they are the same pieces I would use on my mocks. Which ones? There's not many blue pieces. Just some tiles and such. Mostly gray, just like the Star Wars detectors love. Wait one darn second here. I'm putting the wrong sticker. Where did I pull that sticker from? Sugar balls. Okay, let's pull sticker 5 and actually put the proper sticker on here. Almost made a tragic error. We made it this far without messing up. Let's not do it now. We're in the end game of the Fast and Furious skyline. Let's not screw this up, boys. Okay, we got that one. Let's go to number 9. You guys can't even see what I'm working on down here. It's very, very bad cameramanship. Cameraman-ish. Star Wars gang. Oh God. Yeah, fenders are already done. That would be a terrible sticker to try to put on. Try to put that over the fender like that. Nightmare fuel. Would not want to do that. So I'm glad that they put that on there for us. Now, if they could just do all the other ones. The $30 set becomes $50 set. Don't mind me trying to get the perfect application. I don't like it. Don't like it. Some people have recommended to use these longer ones are especially bad because if you're off by just a little margin at the beginning of it, that becomes a great margin at the end. Oh, that's a clean application. Chef's kiss. How do I send mail? Our post office box in the description. Don't send us anything other than a letter. I'm not accepting any mail at the current moment. If it's bigger than a letter, don't send it. Unless you want to send your sig fig, we'll put you up on the wall. But beyond that, no mail. No mail for you. There's our other side. It's coming together. It's looking like a car. I can't wait to put this front end together and see what it turns into. Beauty. Beauthalamus is what I say. Let's go on to step 82, a sticker-free step, and thankful for that. This is where we're going to be working on the front. We're getting into it, boys. I think I need a dual cam. Yeah, I can get you a sticker. Waken Builder said, it's been a little while since I've been to a stream. I see you've upgraded from Sugar Shack to Sugar Balls. Yeah, I kind of float between them. I do Son of a Biscuit sometimes, Sugar Shack, Sugar Balls. Those are my go-tos. I think Sugar Shack, though, is timeless. But Sugar Balls has like the delivery that you'd expect from like a moment when things didn't go right. You just let out a Sugar Balls. Sideways, no. Nope. Sticker application on point. You can't be like those people at the basketball games that are waving in the background or like the guys behind the field goal posts that are shaking things. Ain't gonna happen, brother. Am I gonna make a trucking game this afternoon or tomorrow? I think I'm done with the trucking. What I think I'm moving on to is Farming Simulator 2022. There's just Farming Simulator 22. Anybody into the world of farming sims, there's got to be at least one of us out here. I have been doing American Truck Simulator, which I like the game, but I feel like it's a little stagnant. I'm just kind of driving my truck from one location to another, hauling loads, backing it in, doing that over and over again. I feel like farming might be a little more fun. Gardener Greg wants to see what it's like running a farm. So I'm going to go in there, do the tutorial, and maybe do a run at Farming Simulator 22. That's what I was going to do today before this came. Like, I would literally be playing Farming Sim right now. But luckily for you, because you probably give zero rips about farming games, I got this in the mail, and it changed the trajectory of my day. You're welcome. The UPS or USPS or whoever delivered this, FedEx probably, they say you're welcome. Tyler says he used to play it. It was really fun. I played it, I got one with PlayStation for free. It was like Farming Simulator 15, 17. They make these games so friggin' much that you have no idea even what game it is. But I'll tell you what happened in my first time playing, and I've told this story before. I ended up flipping my tractor on its side in the woods somehow. Things went horribly wrong. So I flipped my tractor in the woods, and I decided that I would drive a truck out there to go rescue it, but then the truck got flipped too. And I couldn't quite figure out how to fix that. So it wasn't the most ideal first attempt, but I thought about going into this the same way that I do my Lego channel, where I'm not an expert in such things. I'm literally just having fun and doing what I want to do. And if that means running a channel like this, for example, into the ground, or a farm into the ground, that's what I'm going to do. So we're probably going to have like the worst farm ever, but we're going to have a heck of a lot of fun doing it, and probably a whole bunch of just hilarity will ensue from it. So if you'd like to join me on my great journey in becoming the most epic or worst farmer of all time digitally, come over to Greg's Arcade. Just do a search for that. It'll be the only thing that comes up. Although there is a guy that he goes by the name Greg Arcade. That's like his name, which is really weird that that's what he goes by. Do I have this right? Why does this look so... Okay, I think it's the perspective. It's a little weird. Yeah, check out Greg's Arcade if you want to watch our gaming stuff. Clark's Minecraft streams are solo, and they're going on his channel now. So we've got a little bit of a system going. But I'm turning in my trucking license and moving into the world of farming. Have I looked into playing House Flipper? There was somebody in my chat that was playing House Flipper. I want to say it's available on Game Pass. That could be fun to watch. I also want to play Lawn Mowing Simulator. I know people would love that. And there's also Pressure Washing Simulator. There's a lot of simulators out there. I love Flight Simulator. That's a jam for me. I think we could just do a whole channel of like simulation games. Go into VR. My favorite game, honestly, my favorite game that I've played in like the last 10 years is Super Hot VR. Go back like a year on Greg's Arcade and you can watch me play through that game. Amazing. Like you're literally like in the Matrix. It's so freaking cool. Yeah, Clark has a channel. Clarkman is what it's called. If you do a search for Clarkman, because there's so many Clark videos out there, if you do a search for Clarkman1215, you can subscribe to Clark's channel. He's doing all the editing, all of the stuff on the channel. Like it's his channel. He's also 13 years old too, by the way. Because that's how old you need to have a channel. But he's actually just renting the channel for me for now, for free. And he's putting his own videos out. So anything that he wants to do, he wants to make a video on, it's going up on his channel. He's got like 300 and some subs right now. And if we get a strong push here, like I'm advertising for him pretty hard, we might be able to get Clarkman to 1,000 subs this year. That'd be pretty darn cool. Imagine being 8 years old. Clarkman's gonna be rolling up. He's gonna buy this as his first car when he's able to drive, like a real one. He'll be like, this is what happens when you make YouTube videos for 8 years and let the money stack up. Tyler said there's a VR version of House Flipper. Maybe I should try that out too. We'll just try a bunch of different simulation games and I'll see what I like doing the most. Do I like mowing the lawns? Do I like planting crops? Do I like flipping houses? We'll see how it goes, man. We'll see. The world is our oyster. We can play any games. And that's probably my favorite thing about YouTube, that at least my style, is that it's not just one thing. I couldn't imagine being some of these dudes, like especially in the world of gaming, where they play one game. Like, say you blow up off of playing Minecraft, for example. All of a sudden, your entire audience expects you to play Minecraft, and you're forced to do that. As much as you love the game, I can't imagine that after years and years and years and years of playing that, like eventually you'd want to do something else, right? Or maybe there's just people that are that passionate about it. I'm like a dude that likes to do 70 things at once and finish none of those things. So like my style, whether it's in vlogging where it's like something different all the time, hopefully, or Lego where one day I'm building a set, one day I'm doing a haul video that you're actually enjoying, one day I'm doing a mock. Like you just never know what you're going to come across. And that's what keeps it fresh for me. And probably the only reason that I'm still doing YouTube is because it's never felt stale. I've never got bored doing this. You might have gotten bored with this. I wouldn't, be offended by that because it's just a dude building a Nissan Skyline today, for example. But I don't know. I just love to do it. I like it a lot. So that's why I continue enjoying myself and making videos and content. And it's nice to see other people enjoy it too, because it's allowed us many opportunities in this life, including probably the greatest opportunity of all. I had 5 years, not quite 5 years, probably like 4 years with Clarkman. All that time that I would have been spending working at my job in finance, being friggin' miserable. Wait, did I put this on right? Yeah, I'm building the other side. I got to spend with him, having all kinds of fun, making Lego videos, going and having adventures, doing RC stuff, whatever it is. We got to do it together, and that's time that's irreplaceable. You can never get that back. And I got to enjoy it all. And it's all because I somehow got lucky on YouTube. And that was like the greatest gift anyone could have ever given me in my entire life. Now it's just icing on the cake. Now I just get to have fun. Clark has 369 subs. Dude, there's 83 people here. Why is he not at 400? What are you guys doing right now? I can't link it, though. That's the problem. If I can link it, just type in Clarkman1215. Go sub to the little man. I guess he's not trying. He doesn't have any goals. He's just making videos. I just like telling him every time he gets more subs, I'm like, Clark. He was excited when he had 21 subscribers. He was like, oh, I actually got it on video. He's like, oh, and now he had like 200, and then he had like 300, and it's just going pretty wild. He's got a lot of supporters out there, and you guys are pretty awesome for doing that for him. That's pretty darn neat. I'm sure there's some people out there that really enjoy Zombie Monster Trucks, the series, but I think a lot of people are just over there to support him, and that's pretty cool. So there you go. Jeff says he loves the Zombie Monster Truck show. There's going to be some new videos that pop up, though. It's not all going to be Zombie Monster Trucks if that's what you're worried about. Clark did a 5-video series on Zombie Monster Trucks where he's literally sitting there playing with these guys. And he edited the videos. Everything that you see is all done by him, including the thumbnails. He made the thumbnails as well. And I was just proud of him. He's been wanting to learn how to edit for a long time, and I taught him on my iPad. I don't even edit on my iPad, so I had to teach myself a little bit, but it's super easy. And he just clipped the videos down, cut them up a little bit, and over like the course of a few days, he made 5 Zombie Monster Trucks videos. Thanks for subbing to his channel, though. That's pretty cool. It's always nice to see people come out and be like, with the supports. Oh no, we got 2 stickers in one step, in one piece. Brutal. Number 2 and number 6. But we only have 1 sticker left after that, guys. We've somehow survived this. This is going to be a tricky one to put on. Bear with me. Everyone be quiet. Janelle says she was number 17 on Clark's channel. My grandson loves the Zombie Monster Trucks. You know, I was thinking about that when he was doing his Minecraft stream this morning. I was thinking, like, what if this really does become something major for him? You know? Like, the people that are here right now watching this dude play Minecraft, what if someday they're going to be like, I was subbed to Clarkman back before he had 1 million subscribers on YouTube. I was watching his stream when there were 11 people there. That's just going to be like really crazy. And I guess I said I would talk about this in my podcast, but I guess now is a good time. Even if he doesn't anticipate doing this like forever, and if it's just like a little hobby thing, he has plans of putting like all of his little videos out that he does. Who knows, like, what it could turn into, you know? Maybe he makes a couple bucks off of it, and he can use that to help buy his first car or whatever. If anything, like, my ultimate hope for him, and that what he learns from this, we got 2 stickers left, by the way, is that if he puts his time and energy and effort into something that he enjoys, that there's some potential to earn income from, and he starts doing that, it's going to be a sign to him that, man, if I work hard, I can do this. I can make money. I can have a business. I can decide how and when I do something. The harder I work, the more I make. If I want to, make 15 videos this month, that's great. If I want to make one, that I'll see the consequences of that. It's no different to me than teaching your kid that if they take a snow shovel outside and shovel the neighbor's driveway for $5, that's like him being entrepreneurial or enterprising and doing something with his life. And this I think would be a really great opportunity to do that. As I mentioned in my podcast that has yet to be released, my only concern is if maybe a video doesn't do well for some reason, I don't want him to think that that is a reflection of him as a person. I don't want him to equate his worthiness in life to how many subscribers does he have or how many people watched his last video. I just wanted to do it for fun, and if maybe someday he can turn that into a career doing what he loves to do, that'd be pretty cool. I wish I had that opportunity at 8 years old. Can you imagine how much further ahead I'd be? Like, you think about people like Ryan MNR, who's been making YouTube videos since he was 12 or something like that, and now here he is in his 20s and in a really great spot. That's awesome. That's what I hope for Clarkman too, something like that. But ultimately, if that's not necessarily what he wants to do, well, that's cool. That has a little printed piece on there. There's no pressure in that. I don't want to be like the dad that owns a business and is like, son, you got to come into the plumbing business with me. We're going to unclog all kinds of people's toilets. Doesn't that sound fun? We're going to do this together. And he's like, no, Dad, I want to go be an engineer. I'm like, well, no, we have this business together. No, I'm not going to be like that. I'm supporting him no matter what he wants to do. That's what I'm here for. There's the front end, by the way, though. Back to Lego. We got the skyline looking sick. Thank you, Julian. I appreciate that, bro. Yeah, about all I can do is just encourage him. Whatever his direction is. I don't really care what that is. I'll be the first guy in line. That's like some people have asked me before, like, if you had a daughter, would you be as into what they're doing as you are with Clarkman? Like, you guys know Clarkman, he was into Thomas. I was the number 2 Thomas fan right behind him. When he was into monster trucks, dude, I knew every one of those monster trucks names. I knew which ones we had at Walmart. Like, we went all in. Lego, similar situation. Duplo. I was into Duplo, I was into Duplo. If I had a daughter and she was into, I'm going to throw the stereotypical like girl stuff out there, like Barbies and dolls and all that stuff, I'd be all into. I'd be right there, because the only thing you can really do and the best thing you can do for your kid is support them in whatever it is that they love to do. And if any excuse I have to kind of be a kid at heart, I'm going to seize that opportunity. So that's what Clark's enabled me to do. And it's been such an awesome experience. So you guys, some of you guys out there maybe are of dad age, and maybe you're reluctant to have kids because, they're expensive. They're pains in the butt sometimes. But the reward of having a kid and them learning from you and teaching them in life and sharing these experiences with them is something that is incomparable to anything else in this world. Check out the Hood Scoops, or not the Hood Scoops, the Sugar Shack, the racing stripes. They're there. I don't have my car stuff down. Tyler, thank you for the super chat, though. He says, I know Clark's channel isn't monetized yet, but I want to show him some support. I'll let him know he's got $5 coming his way. Tell him he's got $5 to spend however he wants. He'll be tickled. You know what he's probably going to spend his YouTube money on, though, Tyler? You might be disappointed in him. He's probably going to buy skins in Fortnite. I feel like that's going to be a thing. I actually made him an Epic account last night. He's 22 years old in that account, or 23 years old now. And because he always has to play with me on my account. He's always the default character, and he doesn't love that. He wants to be like Darth Vader, or he wants to dress up or whatever. And I was like, okay, I'll make him an account. But I feel like when he gets like his first like $2 from YouTube, actually, I don't think that'll buy you anything in Fortnite. He's going to have to get like $20 from YouTube if that day ever comes. He's probably going to buy some friggin' Fortnite stuff, some digital goods. And as much as I would encourage him not to do that, like I just got done saying, I'll be supportive of it. And I'll be like, all right, let me get my credit card. We'll do this. If that's really what you want, that's really how you want to spend your money. But it's like, it's easier to spend your money when it doesn't feel like you worked hard for it, right? If you make a Zombie Monster Truck 6, that's very different than going over and raking the neighbor's leaves or doing chores around the house. So, I mean, why not turn fun into more fun? And then, he could play Fortnite and stream that. And if he gets any donations in that, he could put that money towards Fortnite stuff. I'm just using that as an example, but you just never know. You never know. I'm sure some of you guys probably wish when you were 8 years old, you went into something crazy like that and to see what would have come of it. I certainly do. Although I don't think everybody is wanting to be a content creator like myself. And I'm trying not to push Clarkman too hard into that world because he sees me doing it, and I think that's why he wants to. It's like any kid that sees his dad doing something. Like, he would have never, I think, on his own been like, I want to learn to edit videos. He just sees me doing it all the time, and that became a thing. Speaking of becoming a thing, look at that. That is looking so freaking good. Oh, I got to put that down. That's looking so much better. All right. I don't love the stickers being a little different color. It's kind of triggering me on the doors there because they're such big stickers. I kind of wish they would have just done the blue stripe like they did down here with like a clear backing. But we got to put the rims on the wheels. And this baby is going to be done. So let's do that. This is the moment we've all been waiting for. I'm bringing you guys in, boys. Let's get right in there. Clarkman1215 is his channel. I'll tell him I sold his channel the entire stream today. You guys are sick of it. Speaking of being sick, this car is sick. Let's put these rimmies on here. Make sure they're on the right way. I think they go on this side. Look at that. It's a thing of beauty. It really is. Let's put all the rims on, and then we'll put the tires on and admire this thing in all of its glory. This set, of course, is, I think, I'm going to put this out as fact. This is the best Speed Champion set of the year. Slightly back ordered, only by 2 weeks for me. But we got her in the mail today, and I made the decision that I was going to come down here and start building this baby. And that's exactly what I did, and we just finished it. And there is the Too Fast, Too Furious Nissan Skyline GT-R R34. Oh my goodness. It's a thing of beauty. I love it. It looks great. I would probably get rid of these studs here. That's the only thing that I would change. Because outside of that, it's looking awesome. Let's put Brian in the car. See how he looks. There's Brian. I built him like first thing in the stream. So maybe you guys weren't here in the beginning, but there he is. And we'll take that off. This is a Japanese car. So he's sitting on what we would consider to be the passenger side. Some of you guys are like, what? That's the car. That's the side of the car we ride on. But there he is sitting in there. Scale wise, obviously the car is way too big for minifig, but he sits in there nice and he looks pretty darn good right in the car. How does it look compared to the real one? Leave your vote. Who did it better, Lego or reality? I'm going to say Lego did it better. Such a cool car. Julian says he's sold. Julian, no. Your wallet is going to be angry with me. This is the danger of watching Lego videos. I do it all the time. I watch people share stuff. Jabbo he's notorious for this. I'll watch him do something and he's so into it that I'm just like, I got to buy that now. I need to go look for this thing on eBay. Sorry to your wallets if you were on the fence on this set and you were thinking like, I'm not really into Speed Champions, especially after you saw the sticker sheet. You saw me survive it. Sticker application on point. Thing looks chef's kissy. First time I've ever said that. And I'm sorry if I sold you on this, but it's outside of my control. It's just such a good set that you must buy it now. But wait for 20% off. It'll come eventually. This set's not going to be sold out forever. Just like the 501st Battle Pack, the original one, that was 20% off all day. I think this set's going to eventually come down if you're willing to wait, or at the very least wait for like another gift with purchase or something like that, because you could get a little something more for your money. But if you feel like you need to have this right now, what's going on here? I got to click this in better. Okay, there we go. If you need to have this right now, I don't blame you. I don't know what the back order time is on Lego's website, but mine just came in stock, so maybe they got like a whole nother shipment put in. Maybe put a flat piece from your stock on the hood. I could, yeah, you could totally do that. The problem is that does sit up a little higher, and I think the problem is with the studs is that this fender piece right here, that is like, it's sitting at the top. I don't think I can take it out, or maybe I can. Let me just take a gander here. We'll see. Oh, that baby's stuck in there. But yeah, I think that fender is what's causing the problem. The fender comes up so high up on the where the hood is that they can't tile over that, or else it's going to be up too high. But they did a good job hiding all other studs. You don't see studs anywhere else other than that. It's not like that old Volkswagen that Lego came out with. It's like the whole roof and the hood is studs and stuff like that. But it's looking darn good. And they even have like the undercar lighting under it too. I just noticed that. That's pretty sick. This is neat. I have no regrets in buying this. This will stay completed in my collection. I am going to be making a little video on this. So you guys that sat through the stream, you don't have to watch that video unless you just want to go in and leave a like, which if you haven't done on this yet, go ahead and do it, because I'm wrapping this up. I hope you guys enjoyed hanging out with me today. We got into whole kinds of crazy topics here on all kinds of stuff. I hope it meant something to you, whether it was entertaining, informative, inspirational, whatever it was. I hope you got something out of the stream. I had fun chatting with you guys and building this up, and I'm excited to have it done. So on that, thank you all for tuning in. I hope you have a glorious rest of your weekend, and we'll see you in the next Speed Champions build.